Hey Chicago, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the IG Live Pull Up a Speak Your Mind Radio, episode 542. I am currently waiting for my guest Ola to come on. I'm gonna invite some people in here. Give me a second. Hey, Black Silk, what's good, girl? I'm gonna invite some more people. Can you invite some more people in here, Black Silk? Thank you. Cheers. Hold up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We gonna invite all these people in here, boy. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm sitting in my car. I'm just chilling right now. Waiting on Ola. Okay. I'll send it. Thank you, Black Silk.
Hola, hola, hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Let me get right. Let me get right. There we go. Hey, there we go.
How you doing,
Oh,
Ola?
yeah.
Yes. Love the
Live.
energy.
Live in the flesh. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty dang on good.
Come on, pretty dang on good. Come on, we blessed. We alive.
Yes.
You
Yes,
know,
yes. You the
God
reason
woke us up
why.
this morning.
Huh?
I said, God woke us up this morning. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I was just gonna say you the reason why I say on my podcast, like, we live, baby, because it's
We
you.
live.
Yeah.
We live, baby. Yo, and congrats on just staying consistent. You know, like the last time we spoke was years ago, and I think you was just starting 2 years ago. But you know, you've been on it since.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I want to congratulate you too, because you have come so far since the last time we spoken in 2019.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
definitely a lot of changes. You know, we've matured in the sound. We've matured in the knowledge of you know, how to maneuver in this industry. The industry has also changed a lot, you know, so you know you got to move with
Definitely.
it. You got to move with it or get left behind.
Yeah, basically. And speaking of which, let me do the proper introduction for you, bro. Okay. Damn. Okay. What's up, Chicago? And welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio, episode 542, IG Live Pull Up.
Ooh, 542. You not playing with them.
Yes, yes. I am your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka MzHipHop. And today we have a dope guest with us, a very special guest. Like, seriously. He is a Grammy Award winner songwriter. You heard me, singer and producer. Okay? You give it up. We need some drum rolls for him.
I don't know.
And he's here to discuss his newly released project called Green Light 2. So without further ado, bringing up next to the mic, the one and the only Ola.
Blessings. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Of course, of course. So let's talk,
Oh
man.
man.
How you been? How's life been going on since the last time we spoke?
Life has been life, and I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? What have I been doing? I've been acting, doing background acting, that is. on some Chicago TV shows, and I just been working my ass off with Speak Your Mind Radio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Love it. I mean,
But Ola,
talk to me.
take us back to that night on February 5th, 2024. Yeah, when you won your first
Oh,
Grammy for
you
songwriter. Like, tell
stop
me.
playing. Oh, okay. February 5th. I said, what happened on February 5th? What? Look, I done forgot. Okay. So I was actually, I'm gonna actually come back a little bit further. So I was called to start songwriting. You know, like when we first was talking, I was heavily just doing the artist thing. I was creating my own music, putting it out, and that was the extent of like the reach as far as like what I was doing creatively with music. But just in kind of studying some of my favorites, studying some of the greats, I realized like people were doing more than that. Like they were writing for other people. They were placing, production, great songs on other artists, and it was allowing them the freedom to be able to do their own artistry once something caught on another artist. So I was just in a space where I was, after we spoke and after some of those early releases, I was just like, I need to open myself up, start collaborating more with people, and really putting like these amazing songs on other people, not just being so selfish about, yo, all of these songs are mine. I need everything,
Right.
because it just, it's just harder to stretch when you're just moving and thinking like that. So, and with a couple of years of me doing that and people really seeing like, oh, this guy like actually understands music. He understands like energy and feel within the music and placing that conviction on these songs, regardless of what the genre or whatever it is, we want him in the room. And I started getting calls to come to different camps, getting calls to write for different artists, big and small. Like it's no, it wasn't, and there wasn't any, like, I didn't care. Like, I just wanted to showcase that I could do it on anybody. It didn't matter who it was.
Exactly.
And me just having that freedom, I get a call to come and write for Lecrae.
Yeah.
And, I spent maybe a week just putting songs together at their camp at Reach Records. Big shout out to Alex, who, her sister, I was in a camp with. Her name is Jordan. She's an artist as well, outside or in Atlanta. The Creflo Dollar Daughters. So they called me and they was like, yo, like, we want you to come write for Rotimi, actually. But simultaneously, they had some sessions with Lecrae. So I was writing for both of them. So I had to cut a few demos within a week,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of just left it at that, and then like months later,
Mm-hmm.
we get the information that the songs or that the album was going to be Grammy nominated.
Mm.
I'm like, wait a second now, wait a second, hold on, I think we can go win this, because this was Lecrae's like comeback project too. Like he hadn't dropped in a while. So, Lecrae is a prominent name within the gospel space.
Yeah.
So I just had a really good feeling about it. So fast forward to the actual day of the Grammys, there was so much going on that day and just in that time period, because I was dealing with some contractual issues with an indie label that I was signed to. And maybe a couple days before, we had just got that resolved. So the day of, I was just like, yo, like, I just need a break. I need a moment. I need something to happen for me so that I can, really start to run. Like, and then the day of the Grammys, we're watching, and it was just like, bro, like, we won. And it's just like, oh, oh, shit. Oh, okay. Okay, things are about to change.
Yeah.
Things are about to change. Things are about to change. But I had my family there. we sat there, we just cheers and we just celebrated the moment because we knew that, moving forward, I would be able to do a lot more with this accolade that honestly I wasn't even really looking for, but that's the beauty of like when you open yourself up to, like blessing people with your talent
Yes.
and being selfless, the things that will come back to you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. You have good karma, and I want to back it up just a little bit before you even got to the Grammy part.
yeah,
You had this process. I remember, I think you put like 100 songs out like one song a day.
yeah. There was so one of them years I had put a song out every week for a whole year,
Damn.
because I wanted to. I listen. You gotta work, man. Nobody's gonna give. I'm from Jersey. I come from a place where niggas don't really like. Nothing is really given to you. You gotta go get it. Like the energy of my city and where I'm from, everybody's is good. It's like, all right, nah, like go get it. So I've taken a lot of that and I brought it into the creation of music. Like I'm very grateful to have been raised through a lot of that because, I see how it's beneficial today. Like I come when I'm in the studio, it's yes, we're having fun, we're laughing, we crying, we talking and sharing all of these things, but we're here to work. We're here
Yeah.
to work. And I will never be the person that you say, oh, he was just the cool guy. And no, I'm here to work. And when you get in the studio with me, it shows. Like I'm 10 toes down on this. So that I wanted to put myself through a outward experience or experiment that showcased, yeah, I really am what I say that I am. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to drop a song every week for a year, and that's just going to be that. Y'all going to love these songs. I may not love everything, but the work is still going to speak for itself. These are going to be mixed, mastered. A lot of them came with videos, and here I did it. So there was a lot of things that I was able to see just in building, a fan base with that type of output. But even still, like I'm just proud that I was able to showcase that externally and prove that also to myself that yeah, I really like that.
That's dope. Ola. I really love that about you. And I'm not here just to give you accolades or whatever. Like I truly think that you're a unique individual. I'm not trying to compare you to any other artist I've ever heard. Like your songs make me chilled, relaxed, back
Oh,
to the 90s almost. You know what I'm saying?
thank you. I appreciate
You're welcome. But anyway, I just look, trust me. I wanted to ask you about your Ola sessions because
it.
that is so funny. Like watching you in the studio with other people, it's just like magical.
Yeah. So funny enough, I'm so glad that you actually said that because it was something that was birthed again through opening myself up in getting called to come to these camps. Like I like to record and, just showcase that, but I was holding a lot of the footage for myself. So this year I really just kind of was looking through all of my footage like, yo, I need to create a world. I need to like showcase this and make it a thing. So I started releasing a lot of that content this year. But it was still very um personal to me and I was like holding it a little too close to my chest. And it's funny, I literally just finished the scheduling because now I'm gonna start opening the sessions up for people to schedule me to come. We book if you're promoting a project or if you wanted to just be able to work with me, like you can now go schedule it. You know what I'm saying? We'll get everything together and then I will come film, put it online, put some money behind it and get that thing going. So Sessions with Ola again was birthed from me just being like, yo, like I'm having these magical moments in the session, but the people that are in the session don't get a chance to experience it, or the people that aren't here don't get a chance to experience it. So it was like, yeah, I want to bring people into the world so they see the magic and not just hear the product at the end.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the people they're like, yeah, the product is great, but a lot of the magic really comes from the creation and like seeing like the conversations that are coming from them and the the range of people that I get a chance to experience in these sessions. So, definitely going to be seeing a lot more of that too.
I agree. And the official Raphael,
Yeah,
he
that's my boy
said,
Ralph.
I'm trying to audition to play you in a biopic. That
He's
was actually one
nuts.
of my questions.
Ralph. Ralph. Hey man, we'll talk, man. We'll talk. I might got a part for you.
That's crazy. Because I'm serious. That was one of my questions. Like, if you had a chance to pick someone to play yourself in a biopic, who would it be?
Mm. You know what? I would ultimately want to play like my older version. Like I don't know if anybody's ever done that, like played themselves in a biopic. Played themselves in a biopic. But if I were to like get somebody just like off the top of my head, um, the little black boy from he's a young man now, excuse me, but the I forget his name too. But the black boy from Stranger Things. I would probably get him to play like a teenage me.
Yes.
Yeah, like a teenage,
Yes.
sure. I'm trying to think, like, are there any like really good young black boys that could start in the early ages of me? I don't know. That would have to be something I think about, but definitely him because he's been in a lot of things and he's very good. His range is crazy.
Yeah.
It's from Chicago?
I don't
I
know if
wonder
he
if he's
is.
I wonder if he's from Chicago. I don't know if I've seen that or not.
He might
But yeah,
be.
I don't know. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, you went on tour with Summer Walker. How was that?
Not. When I say, okay, I'm going to say something to anybody that's watching. It is so important to open yourself up in this music thing. Being closed off, being a being selfish, it limits you. It really does. I was able to get the call to come be a part of that tour because of my openness and willingness to write for people. So I was hosting this show here in Atlanta. It's an R&B showcase. We were doing it every month, but it was there that I met the drummer. He's also from Jersey. His name is Remy Williams, phenomenal artist himself. And we just built a really good relationship with each other. And that relationship started to build even more when he called me. He was like, "Yo, like, you a fire writer, bro. Like, I want you to come like help write for some stuff." I said, "Bro, like, say less." We didn't talk about no money. We didn't talk about what the songs would do. We didn't even talk about splits. I definitely do that now, but I think the point is that the connection was pure. It was genuine. And then years later, because of that relationship, he was Summer Walker's drummer from the beginning. So there was a situation where one of the background singers like couldn't go on the leg of the tour and they needed somebody, and I get a call from him. He was like, "Yo, do you have your passport? Can you come be a background singer for Summer?" And I said, "Absolutely." Yes, let's do it. So, just being ready. But again, that I don't know if I would have received that opportunity if there wasn't a foundation of selflessness present to build and cultivate these relationships. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very grateful to have done that. It was so much fun. We went to Australia.
Ooh.
We did New Zealand. And then funny enough too, like our first show was actually that Grammy week. The week that I won the Grammys, she had a showcase in LA at Soho House. So that was my first time performing with her. It was a little bit of a trial run before the tour actually happened. So I was just elated that weekend, especially coming off the heels of a little bit of a strenuous contractual back and forth with the label that I was signed to. But luckily, I was able to get out of that, and be free and clear. But you know, the things that just came right after that, it was just like, yo, this is God. You can't. I got favor on my life, and you can't not see it. You can't not see it. I won a Grammy and was performing with Summer Walker within days of coming out of that contract. You know.
That is like a dream come true. Like that makes me feel so good. Like you spreading that energy onto, me and the people listening. You know, if all I can do it, y'all can do it too, okay?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Sure. For sure. You gotta work though. Don't think they just gonna hand it to you. They'll hand it to you when you're prepared, when they see that, oh no, this person is like that. I learned, well, I was already a fan of Summer, so I knew a lot of those songs already.
Mhm.
But the you they I was just kind of thrown into the situation because, you know, it was last minute and she was rolling at the time. You know, she's been working on her project as of late. Uh, but like at that time, it was just like, yo, these are the songs we're singing. This is the date. Let's roll. Are you ready? And you got to be ready. And in order to be ready, you have to actually be doing the work. Because when you thrown on that stage or when you thrown in front of those people, it will just be apparent if you're ready or not. And you don't want to be put or caught in a situation where it's like, oh yeah, I'm here because I'm talented, but I don't. There's no work ethic to back it up. So I'm very adamant about the work ethic being there. Like I put myself through the ringer. I cut songs all day and night. I, rehearse sometimes when, there's nothing going on, like no show, no anything. I just want to be ready for when them opportunities start rolling in because you never know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's true. You got to stay ready. So, what would you say you pull your inspiration from?
Mm. Today is very different. Today is very different. Before I was just so enamored by the, wanting to be on, wanting to be the star, wanting to be, the it guy. Today, I could give a fuck about that. I don't care about any of that for real. I take more pleasure in doing this thing and just like, you have to see this. Like being an actual pillar within this industry. Like there's a lot of people that I come across and that, I'll see in passing and, you when you in the industry, you start to like hear and like the curtain is pulled back.
Yeah.
You start to see a lot of the people that are good at writing or not, good at performing or not, good at, putting all of these things together. And because I've been behind the curtain now and seen a lot of this stuff, I'm seeing, oh, like I put so much energy and effort into myself, into being like somebody that can stand on my 10, that I didn't realize that everybody isn't like that. And I think that has made the music industry very easy for people to come into, but it's also diluted a lot of the feel, a lot of the energy that I came up on. So now I'm in a space where I'm growing, I'm maturing, and I want to have the people that are coming up under me and the people that are above me to know, like, no, like, yes, the music industry is easy to kind of get into. Anybody can just get up and start recording, making songs, making videos, and doing all of that. But when you get in front of somebody that really does it, you're gonna feel a certain type of way if you're not really committed to it. So today, I'm inspired by being that. I'm inspired by being somebody who I know, like, when we get off this phone, I'm back on my music run. It don't matter what's going on. Like, and I think we need more of that present within the industry to actually make of a better industry.
Definitely, definitely. I want to talk to you, not to skip around so much, but Green Light 2. Now, this project, these 5 songs, were they scrapped from, like, silly? Was they scrapped? Like, they weren't supposed to make it?
Okay, so shout out to my boy Renzi 808. Yeah, I mean, me and Renzi, we locked in again because of the songwriting process. Like, we like to pitch to artists, we like to pitch to different shows for syncs and stuff like that. You know, just becoming more knowledgeable about the different ways to make money within music. You know, you just lock in with people who are just on that time. So he was somebody that in the Atlanta scene has always been in my, you know, in my realm and in my reach. He's worked with a lot of my own peers and stuff. But maybe in 2023, we got locked in for real. 22 maybe. And we've cut hundreds of songs. We've pitched all of them. You know, a lot of them have been picked up by syncs for shows like Shy. We got on BT's All My Queen's Men. There's a few other shows that we've been able to get some of these songs on, but we've created a lot of these songs with the intent to land on other artists, you know. So like people like Chris Brown, people it's just like anybody, because now like we're in a space where we're getting briefs of the people who are like looking for songs and they need work. But a lot of times because of the politics of the industry and all of, you know, the rigmarole of, you know, I need that, it can just be much, and the songs don't always get to the people that they need to get to. So we started the first green light out of frustration, like, yo, these songs are fire. I don't know why they didn't pick them up, or we don't know if they even got to the people that they needed to get to. So that was 4 songs that we dropped in 2023. And, you know, since we've created more, and it was just like, nah, like they're still playing with us. And these songs are immaculate. Like, we really believe in them. We really feel like they, if placed on that artist, will be number one. will be number one. But again, like, we've sat on these songs for like a year plus and heard nothing. So it's just like, all right, well, we're not about to just let them sit in the hard drive. We about to let them go and then put our own energy behind it. And funny enough, a lot of the people that we'll send these songs to be placed with the artists and stuff like that, they'll see it after we release it and they'll be like, bro, like, why you ain't send this to us? And we'll be like, no, bitch, we did. It's quite literally sitting in your phone right now. Like, it's sitting in your thread, you know. So that just goes to show that sometimes you have to just kind of get up and reclaim your time, reclaim your power, you know. And the best way to kind of do that is to put it out and just kind of trust and believe that, you know, the music will be good and it'll go out and it'll reach who it needs to garner what we're trying to look for.
Definitely, that's respect. You know, you didn't, you believed in yourself. You green light yourself. You know,
Exactly.
and it's a
Exactly.
vibe. It's a whole vibe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Look, let's jump into this album.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
um, let's talk about the fans' favorite, "Showing You Tonight."
Mm-hmm.
What made you sample the Biggie "F You Tonight" featuring R. Kelly?
um, the process Renzi and I have, we just lock in, you know, like with the, there's no like crazy formula to it. Honestly, like when we get up, we know exactly what we're doing, and we've built a true trust in one another to just like freely flow between each other. So funny enough, I didn't want to do that beat at all. I was like, Renzi, this shit sound dated as fuck, bro. Like, I was like, bro, this, I don't want to do this shit, Renzi. He was like, nah, man, please, let's try it. Let's try it. I said, all right, let's do it, man. You know, like, let's do it. So usually today, because of the output of songs, I try to be, I don't try to be cerebral about thinking, because in my process, when you start thinking too much about what you're trying to say,
Damn.
you get lost. Like I get lost in that. So when I get in front of the mic, I'm trying to get melodies. I'm trying to get the feel off. I'm trying to just, the melodies are going to give me the feel. So that's what I focus on primarily. So that's what a lot of the songs when we first rocking, that's what they'll feel like. There's no words. I'm not concerned about the words. I trust that the words will come as soon as we get the melodies and stuff. So that was one of the melodies that just came. It was, oh, we know that song. We know that song. We know. So then we was like, okay, we can't steal everything. We got the feel, we got the embodiment. Let's go rework the words and what does the song now make us feel? And it just felt like like a late night drive, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It felt like I'm riding through the city of New York, you know, with my chain on, you know what I'm saying, doing my little 1-2, and I just really wanted to have a conversation with somebody in that egotistical, like 90s belly, you know, feel energy. Like that's how I felt when we was making the song. So, you know, by the end of the song, I'm showing you tonight. I'm showing you. You got to come see it, baby.
I felt that. I felt that. But like my favorite song, I would have to say it would be Next Stage.
Mm.
Um, that song, you know, you go. I mean, I'm being real here, but you go from booty calls to being one to make it real. You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
trying to have this conversation with this person, but they just not on the same page.
yeah. I've experienced that too.
Right.
But next stage was one of the ones that we wanted to pitch to Chris Brown. Um, so like with that, I really try to whenever I pitch or whenever I do a song for somebody, I really want to do something that I believe can fit well on them, but maybe I haven't heard from them.
Mm-hmm.
So when I thought of next stage, it was really like, yeah, like I don't know if I've heard Chris do this, like
Mm-hmm.
and speak from this point of view. Like, you know, I love Chris, and you know, his catalog is out of this world. It's extensive. He's done everything. Um, but I wanted to just get something that embodies something that maybe I haven't heard in a while from him. So that's what next stage. That's how next stage came about. But you know, when you're still writing these songs, you got to pull from a real place. You know, so I've been through that where you know I really wanted to settle down with somebody, really wanted to you know lock in, and but for whatever reason we just not on the same page. You know, so trying to find a good median of talking about love being positive still, but also addressing maybe some of the negativity is how next stage was just birthed in the writing.
Right. Definitely. Um, Speaking of which, like just pitching it to someone like Chris Brown because you haven't heard that perspective from him singing. The fact that you did showing you tonight, that's going to give you that opportunity. We talk about the open energy, being
Mm-hmm.
open to everything. You're going to find that person, that artist that
Yeah.
I ain't never heard this before. I ain't never sung this before. Let me try it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's move on. Let's talk about your track "Money on You." What type of vibe were you going for?
Money on you. That's I give that to Renzi. Renzi loves to make me sing. Like Renzi wants you when you get in the studio with Renzi and you are like an R&B artist who's a vocalist because he sings a little bit too. Like he's really a producer. He's got credits with Ty Dolla Sign, Neo, Trey Songz. Like he's done a lot of work himself. So he really has a love for R&B music. So when he gets a vocalist, he wants to hear all of the crazy wild things, but then you know also being in the industry and seeing how like you know what the people gravitate to, it's like a lot of that edgy shit. Like you know you want to talk nasty sometimes, you want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? But um, yeah, I'm just like, yo, imagery. Whenever we write, I'm like, what am I seeing? What is the production making me feel? And on that one, I just kept imagining money falling out of the sky. So I was hearing the you, 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 you. But I was like, what can we do with that? What can we do? He was like, yo, put money on them, put money on them, put money on them. So it was like, okay, put my money on you. So we really started with the hook, and then we worked everything else to make sense with that feel because that was the thing that was just really giving us the most emotion when we were creating that song. So, there's no one way to create these songs. There's no linear path. You kind of just got to go in there and see what feels good. That's how we like to create. If it don't feel good, I'm on to the next. I'm on to the next.
Definitely. So you
Yeah.
see music. You like vividly
I
see it like
see
colors.
it and I feel it. Like
Yeah.
I know when something is making my body like move or making my skin like, oh no, like that's it. Like it's a visceral reaction that your body goes through, and I pay attention to that before anything else. Like I don't give a fuck about the words. A lot of times the production will do that, and it'll be the catalyst to get you going, but there's another thing that happens when you start to vocalize on the track and it creates and it glues the whole field together. And if I don't feel that, or if we're not clicking and already dancing before the song is even done with the words and all of that, it's probably not going to be a good song.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, what would you say is your biggest fear before hitting that stage?
I'm not gonna lie, I done it so much. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid no more. I want to get in. I want. I feel more anxiousness than fear these days. I want to get in. I want to show out because I know like we're gonna share this moment, and that's another thing. The feel like you get on stage and you feel it's quick call and response. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If people are feeling you, you will know. If people
Yeah.
aren't feeling
You
you,
don't know.
you will know.
Hmm.
You will quickly know.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of funny moments on stage though. Like sometimes sometimes no shade to my 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 gay brothers and sisters, but I was on stage one time and I'll do like the call and response. I was like, yo, where are my fine ladies in the crowd? It's like, yeah, oh my God. And I was like, where are my fine niggas in the crowd? They was like, whoa, wait a second, dog. So like, just being able to have that immediate response with people, where like, that's what I'm anxious to go experience and share with the audience. There's nothing to really fear when you've done it enough amount of times. You know what I'm saying? You got to just trust your ability, go out and do it. And you're not going to always have somebody say a pause in the comments.
Right, right.
Ah, yeah, they hit me with the pause real quick when I was out there, man. But yeah, you're not always gonna have the best show, like, but that's just the name of the game. You chalk that up to whatever it is going to be, and then you learn from it, and you bring, a better energy to the next show, and just keep pushing forward. I try not to get tripped up, and I try not to bring fear into anything because it will really have you out of whack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah, for
agree.
sure.
And shout out to Sherman, Untamed.
What's thank you, my boy?
Yes. Okay, so
She got the note. She not playing. You know what I'm saying? You
nah, they
not
all
playing with her. Oh, shit.
yeah, they written down, boy.
Come on. Come on. I love it. I love to see it.
Okay, so Ola, to the people who haven't heard your work yet, how would you describe your music?
Interesting. I don't like to. I don't like to, but I like to describe myself, and then you go take a listen, and then because I have so much music as well that like you can come over here and get the sexy vibe that you play, on a late night with your shorty, you know what I'm saying, when you're doing a date night, but you can also come over here and there's some turn shit that you can play with your niggas, but on some like R&B, like, oh, this is turn R&B. Like, I like to just say that I'm the I'm the singer that this I'm the singer that crashed the singer's party with energy. Because I don't view myself as an orthodox, like stand on your 10 toes, sing, ballad. I'm not really that guy. I'm more of a energy. Like you feel, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming with that. Granted, we have some vocals. I didn't start this yesterday, but I'm definitely I'm more of an energy performer and entertainer, and I think that bleeds into the music. Like I'm not trying to be cute on the song. I'm trying to sing. I'm trying to evoke and emote. So I'm an emoting. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's what we're gonna use today. I'm an emoting artist and performer.
Okay.
Yeah. Go listen to this
Definitely.
shit.
You
Go
you
listen
are.
to this shit. Just tell them. Go listen. You tell me.
Go listen to Green Light too, y'all. For
And
real, for
I
real. I'm not even playing.
right.
And speaking of Green Light too, let's talk about the track 5, Rain on Me. That's a sexy track. It's
Mm-hmm.
dope. You let me reiterate how dope it is. You sang, let me be the one to cleanse you.
Mm-hmm.
Let go of anything that is stressing you.
Mm-hmm.
Shower is our sanctuary. Bath bombs and roses. Nothing for me to come swim in your
Come
ocean.
on.
Ooh.
That's good. That's good writing right there, Jack. That's good writing right there. You know? Listen, paint the picture.
Yeah.
Paint the picture, but like do it in a way that's sexy. That's not just run the pussy, baby. Like
Mhm.
yo, dude. I'm trying to teach the fellas sometimes how to just paint the picture without coming too hard, too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very proud of that song because I feel like it captured exactly what I was trying to do with that.
Definitely. It did.
Sanctuary, bad bombs and roses, nothing for me to come and swim in. Come on, bro. Come on. Come
Yes.
on. But even with that, like that song was picked up on All My Queensmen, and they actually used it from one of their sex scenes because it was just like it fit so well, you know. But I think that the music supervisor was just like, yo, like this writing it was perfect for that, and being able to I'm trying to read the comments too. I love that. It's all about emoting. Yeah. Shout out to my boy Da Vinci. Yes, 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 yes. Another great writer. Gotta paint the picture with the words and the vocals, bring back those classic R&B vibes. Yes, yes. You gotta be able to just paint the picture, man. So like Rain on Me was just another example of that. Like we started with the hook on that too. Let your water just fall down. Rain on me, baby, like a shower. You're draining me out. Like it's I wanted to say everything that would happen in the bed without saying it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I tried my best to lean as far into that as possible without being so like overtly
Yeah.
explicit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like that about you. Because you do write poetry. Am I right?
Used to, this the poetry turned into songwriting. I'm writing more songs today, than
Yeah.
anything.
I
Yeah.
can tell. Because it's not raunchy.
Yeah.
I can have my mother listen to it. By the way, she says hello.
Oh, hey, mama. How you doing? And too, we about to be spending a lot of time in Chicago too. Like we about to be making a lot of trips up
Are
there too.
you serious?
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am. Excuse me. Yes,
There you
ma'am.
go again.
Oh, excuse me. But yeah, my my brother, he just got picked up by my brother is actually in the NFL. He plays he just got picked up by the Bears. So we about to be out there
That's dope.
rocking. Yeah. So, you gotta let me know the spots I need to go to, the areas I need to be at, and I need to run around. You know what I mean?
But be careful. Keep your head on the swivel because I'm in the south suburbs.
I know that. Don't play. I know not to come there playing.
Right?
I know not to come there playing at all.
Okay. Hola. Last but not least, I want to say like I'm going to ask you what era of music made you fall in love with R&B?
Oh wow. Era. I know a lot of people like to say the 90s, but I was a proper kid. Like I was being a kid. I wasn't thinking about music. I was outside running around and, playing with worms and riding bikes and doing all of that in the 90s. So like the early 2000s was really when I started to listen to music and started becoming like infatuated with performing. Like I would set up my teddy bears and hold concerts for them and be moonwalking and doing the whole nine. So I know my first Michael Jackson, the first Michael Jackson CD that I purchased was actually Invincible. I know that's like later in his catalog, but that had butterflies on it. It had you rock my world, like. But I was falling in love with music videos. I was practicing all of the dance moves. And then, Usher's 8701 was also, in that time and in that era. Then I was listening to Backstreet Boys. I was listening to NSYNC,
Yeah.
the No Strings Attached album.
Yes.
Um, I had a very eclectic music taste. Like I wasn't just kind of sold to like a specific genre or a specific look. Like I just wanted to go with the shit that, again, it's funny to just think about now. I was going with the things that made me feel good. And it didn't matter if you were black, it didn't matter if you were white, it didn't matter if you were a girl, boy, like I was just listening because Brandy Full Moon, I was
Yes.
heavy on the Full
Yes.
Moon. Like
Yes.
my mom was
Yes.
also listening
Forgot about.
to Joe. We could jump out the window. Like I was really like, yeah, if it just felt good, if it made me want to break out into a dance and into a song, I'm on it. I'm on it. So
Yeah.
like definitely the early 2000s really cultivated my sound, my energy, my vibe, and that's really when I fell in love with music.
Now, the reason why I asked you that, Ola, is because, like, literally just getting the vibe from you and just listening to Green Light 2, I got TP2, R. Kelly.
I
I don't,
wasn't. I mean, I was listening to R. Kelly, but I was listening to R. Kelly like again later. Like I listened to the whole entire fucking
yeah.
Trapped in the Closet series. Like I
Hmm.
watched the entire however many era versions of the thing. I watched the whole thing. And I'm just like, bro, like this nigga is crazy, bro. Like he is a music genius, outside of all the other stuff,
Yeah.
like the musicality is, you can't deny that, So again, like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some of that feel and some of that whatever is there, because at the end of the day, like, whether, you want to acknowledge it or not, good music is just good music,
We got a couple of comments, Ola.
You saying something.
Amira Sada, she says, setting up concerts for your teddy bears. I love that. Manifesting real early.
For real though, like, you just never know, like. And I really want to encourage people to just let their kids, because now too, since we've spoken, I've also become a father, so that's a whole nother thing, a whole nother dynamic that.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
Yes.
much. That that just has me spinning in a different type of way and really doubling down in a way that's like, yo, like I had a real moment when my daughter was born, or before my daughter was born. It was like, yo, I could stop pursuing this dream, because I think this is something that, you know, a lot of people actually go through. I can stop pursuing this dream, go work a regular job, and, you know, support my girl, you know, just doing that, you know. Or I can really sink my teeth into this thing, show and be what I would want my daughter to ultimately do when she gets of age to chase and pursue her things. Like, I want to be an example of that. And I know the only way to do that is to be it.
Mm.
So it became like a fork in the road where like I have to decide. I'm gonna do one or the other. And I'm so glad that my life and the people that I have around me today, the support system, has geared me to continue to chase this dream, because, you know, like it's not easy. You know, this shit don't always pay, this shit don't always make sense.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm called to be in this space. I know
Yeah.
I'm called to do something great. And thank God that, you know, a lot of things have been opening up and manifesting within these last few years, because prior to that, it really kind of just looked like, oh yeah, he's good at this thing, but like we don't really like see nothing like coming of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But being able to, you know, go on tour, being able to, you know, win a Grammy was not when I really wasn't checking for it. Being able to now like work with artists, majors, getting calls to come write and be in these rooms with these producers and people that I've worked with that I used to just fan over. They're now like real deal my peers. Like I'm in the
Yeah.
studios with them. Like you couldn't write a better story, but it took the decision to say, all right, God, I'm going to run in this way and trust that you're going to provide. And that's what's happened. And that's what's happening. So I know even still, like, I bear the responsibility of like being somebody who has to be in the space and keep going. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of writers, there's a lot of people who have even come in this live who know, like no, he is really that. Like he lives this life. I live this music life. It's not something I just pick up and put down, whatever. I live this. We need more of that present within, and I know I can't worry about other people being that. I gotta be it myself. I gotta show my daughter, I gotta show the people, the songwriters, the producers, the artists that are watching, and be one of those examples so that we can, you know, get our just due. And we're getting our just due.
Damn right. Damn Skippy. And we have another commenter for you. AJ Throwback, he says, let me tell it, the early to mid 2000s were the last greatest era of R&B, and a lot of music you're naming, a lot of great artists, songs, and albums, especially Brandy's Full
Oh
Moon
my
album,
God.
fire.
That Brandy Full Moon album can be studied till
Yeah.
today. Till today. And Punk, I see Punky telling me to sing or shut up. Tell Punky to drop the song that we have. Or get up, tell Punky to drop the song that we have, or hop about the comments for a second. Watch out.
Punky the singer
Um,
says, sing, sing, sing.
I gotta pay for that. Go listen to the EP. You want to hear some singing? We here to talk sing.
Right, right. Oh my God. Okay, you just got me on one. I gotta go listen to that Brandy Full Moon album again, and the NSYNC No Strings Attached.
Oh my God! What? There's a song on there that what's the name of that song? It's the acapella song. I think it's the last song on the No Strings Attached album. It rocked my world hearing that
Mm.
song. Rocked my world because I had never even heard a group emote in that way. Like I'm a kid when that song came out. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Da-da-da. She was my once in a lifetime. Happy ending. I forgot this now. Oh, I guess I should have told her. I thought she knew. It's called I Thought She Knew. Oh my gosh. They sing this song a cappella, but it's five of them singing. So what's that? Not a quartet.
quartet.
A quintet or something like that. I think. It's a quintet, but it was five of them, and it was just a cappella, and the feeling, the emotion, the yearning for your woman to come back to you. Like, I thought she knew that I loved her. That was like what the whole song is about. Go listen to that if you have never heard that song. Oh my God. But I'm a little kid soaking that in, and I'm realizing, okay, if music doesn't feel like this, then I don't want it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I feel a lot of that today. And I'm just so glad to unconsciously have had a lot of that experience so that I can consciously today put it in the music that I'm doing and that I'm a part of.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen some footage of you when you were like, I don't know how old you were. I think you might have been like 13 or something, and you was like dancing around, spinning around. I was like, yo, that's Ola today.
For real though.
Yeah.
For real. It's, it was cute then. It was, well, I don't know. Like, I was 14 having like 30-year-olds hit me up like, yo, when can I come and pick you up? Like, when you turning 18, I'm like, yo, that is predatory. Yo, you better get about these comments before you catch a case, baby. I got
Right.
school tomorrow. I got
That's
school tomorrow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. I've been living this life. I'm so grateful to just have something that I've been able to really just sink my teeth into. That's another reason why I go so hard for it, because I come from a place where I watch a lot of my peers and a lot of my people just not have something that they really love and can devote their time and energy
Yes.
into. And then, niggas end up being in the streets, end up, you know, as fathers before they're out of their own teenage years. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, like, not that you're throwing your life away, you're just making it a lot harder for you to actually do what I'm able to do today, which is like fully devote yourself to something that can change not only you and your family's life, but the people that will consume the product that you're putting out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so grateful for people like you that actually stay tap in and listen to the music, because nobody has to listen to none of this shit. Nobody has to inquire. Nobody has to do none of this shit. I'm grateful for everybody that listens, and I still be shocked, like, yo, like, stuff that I made right here sitting in this seat, or, like in a closet or whatever, like, there's somebody in a whole nother state or across the world that's dancing to it,
Yep.
that's, living with it and doing whatever with it. That's nuts to me. That, like, being able to fathom that is wild, but I'm so grateful that this is the life that I get to live, and I so badly want that for the people that get a chance to just come and have a conversation with me, come be in my space in whatever capacity. And if music is going to be the catalyst to bring more of those people around me, so be it. We gonna double down, triple down, quadruple down on it. Sienna.
Definitely, Ola. Thank
Yeah,
you so much for the blessings that
thank
you brought
you.
on today's show, because I feel your energy. I always feel your energy, though. Like,
Come
even in 2019, it's the same. You the
on,
same.
come on, come on,
Your growth is crazy,
come on.
boy.
Let's go. We love, baby. Yeah. Yeah.
You was so funny.
Yeah, so let me you trying to kick me off. Nah, shameless plug. Greenlight 2 out now. Y'all niggas go check that out. You go check out Greenlight EP 1, 2. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? Go do the thing. We got a lot of music for you to listen to. Go ahead, tap into the vibe. And also too, if y'all are artists, Right now, we just doing it. We limited it to Atlanta. But if you artists, or if you willing to pay for my flight and hotel for me to come to the city to work on a session with you, yeah, we could talk about that too. Hop in the DMs. But I'm opening up my sessions with Ola. Go check the hashtag out to see all of the people that I've worked with and what these sessions are like. I'm pulling up on people. We recording the video and we making good music, and then we showcasing it to the world so that you can get a chance to come into the creative process outside of living with the good product that we make after.
Most definitely. Tap in with Ola, y'all, and make sure you go listen to that green light and that green light too. Okay? Period. All right? Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Speak Your Mind Radio, because we live,
We
baby.
love it. Thank you so much.
You
Later.
welcome. Bye, Ola.
See you.